What is good, everybody? It is your boy Jacob back here for another video, and today I'm here to give you an electricity tutorial. I posted a SAM site tutorial video recently with electricity, and I asked if you guys wanted to see an actual little bit more in-depth tutorial on electricity, and I got a bunch of thumbs up on that video, so I am deciding to make this one. Now keep in mind, this tutorial is basically the stuff you really need to know if you're going to play Rust and use electricity. It's not crazy in detail with everything electricity wise, but it is the stuff you for sure need to know. And there is some tricks in here that some people surprisingly don't know. So I wouldn't say this is the basics, but you guys definitely need to know this, and it's surprising how many people don't know what I'm about to show you. But let's go ahead and get right into the tutorial. Whoa, now before you grab your popcorn and get ready for this video, I need you to do me one quick favor. So basically, long story short, I am grinding for 1,000 subs, and right now I'm at 974, and I'm going to need you to go down there and hit that subscribe button. I post Rust content only. I post Rust tutorials, I post Rust gameplay, I post Rust PvP. I do about everything Rust. So if you are looking for Rust videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and go ahead and put down in the comment section what tutorial you want to see next, because I can find out anything you guys need me to make and show you guys how to do it. But without further ado, let's get back into this. Alright, so starting off with the very basics, we got the 3 ways to produce power. These are ranking from best to worst, and I'll give you the pros and cons of each. The generator you need a lot more of to create a certain amount of power, and it sucks up a ton of low grades, so you only want to use this if you have to. Now to the solar panel. The solar panel only works when it is facing the sun and it is daytime. So if this is facing this way and the sun's over there, it's not going to be generating any power. Or if it's nighttime, it won't be generating power. Now the windmill is definitely your best option, but it still has some flaws. The higher you get, the more power you produce, so basically you'll make a beacon on top of your base if you want the most power. But this is 100% the best way to produce power in this game. Now let's get into the batteries. Batteries are basically, as you could probably tell, they're what store power. This is the large battery, this is the medium battery, and this is the small battery. You can probably guess what's the differences between them all. This just stores less, and then stores the most. You don't necessarily need these, but these will help you in many situations, as I said in my last video on the SAM site tutorial. Now electricity is needed to turn on many things you need in Rust. Starting off with the SAM site, this needs to be powered. The light, if you really want to use it, also needs to be powered. Turrets you need. And then obviously there's a few miscellaneous like heaters, lights, and things like that. Now let's move on to the next room. This is a setup I made, and I'm going to explain what I did here. As you can see on the walls, these 2 little things right here are called root combiners. These basically allow you to put 2 power sources in there, and it joins it together so you can have one big power source. So this top one right here, I have 2 windmills connected into, and it combines all that power right there. Then I have a windmill connected to here, and then also took the output from this into here. Now it depends on whatever you want to do with this. You can put it into a splitter, which splits all the power going in divided by 3 into these 3 outputs. Or you could just take it straight from this into a battery, which it will store up whatever you need it to store. If I take out my cord here, you can see it's already stored up 2.4K about. Yeah, that's pretty good. You can see how much this is producing. So the output is putting out 318 power. Now let me go show the power source. Now let me show you what I did here. I placed 3 windmills. I took the power out of that, plugged it straight into this bottom root combiner. I took the power out of this one, took it and put it straight into the other side of the root combiner right here, and then it would create a total of 200 power. Then I took that and put it in there, and I took my 3rd windmill and put it in right beside it. Then this is where it adds up all the power together, and this is what it produces. Now keep in mind, for most stuff, like basic things you need in Rust, it is going to cost nowhere close to this big number. SAM sites are 25 power each. Turrets I think are 20. So you will never need this much power, but hey, if you want to power a lot more stuff, go ahead. So say I disconnect it from here, I'd take it, put it into the splitter, grab one of these outputs here. I'll show you something real quick. Let me make sure you guys understand what a splitter is. It puts in all 255, and if you look, it's all these are empty. So say I connect this to the SAM site. Say I connect this to the turret, and say I connect this to the battery. Now, as you can see, it divided 243 by 3. So that is now pulling out 79, 78, 78. That is what it is, splitting it into. I do want to show you guys one more trick, and then we'll end the video here. This is just a short little tutorial, just the basics on what you for sure need to know, especially if you're new. But so say I remove all of these, and I remove this, and I pull it out of the root combiner. And if you are trying to power lights or heaters in your base, there's a simple method where you don't have to create a bunch of splitters or a bunch of root combiners. If you plug it into the top power in, it creates another block called pass through. You click that, plug it into another light, you click that, plug it into another light, click that, and plug that in here. Now you can easily just do this for as many lights around your base as you need, just as long as they are within 20, I don't know what it is, 29 inches I'm guessing? Feet? I don't know what it is. I think it's feet. But as long as it's within this range, see if I get too far, it does not allow me to place. As you can see, the wire just stops here and I'm moving my head, but it won't go any further. Now let me show you the heaters, because some people love to live in the snow, so you definitely will need these. They have the same thing. Power in, it creates a pass through. Power in, it creates a pass through. And power in, and there's the pass through. Now that's about the basics of this. There's nothing much to it. There's a bunch of other stuff, as you can see right here. Let me pull it up. There's a bunch of other stuff you can get into right here. RF broadcasters, sensors, and things like that. If you do want to know how to make a farm, like an automatic farm, like for cloth or berries or something like that, I will make that video. If you want to see how to make like a detector or an alarm, I will show that video. I will make that video. But it's totally up to you guys. If you want another tutorial on this, put it down in the comment section below. But other than that, guys, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. Check out my recent video, which will be going up as I'm editing this. It will be going up today, so check it out. I posted 2 bangers already, and yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.